Welcome to the Girl Gang. I'm Katrina Gardner of Katrina and Create.
And I'm Dominique Goyette-Connerty of Evergreen Marketing. On this show, we're going to chat with women business owners in Massachusetts and those who support local women in business.
Because girls don't just want to have fun. They also want to sell real estate.
They want to open a brewery.
They want to teach others to invest in the stock market.
They want to take stunning photos, plan lavish parties, and help people recover from injuries.
Girls just want a podcast.
What can we say?
We're girls.
Welcome back to Girls Just Wanna.
Welcome back.
The weather is improving.
Fingers crossed.
I just said that. So we're recording, what's today? April 18th.
Maybe whatever Dominique says goes, though, because
Listen.
you were like, it's going to snow in April.
Listen. So we're recording on April 18th. Last Saturday, I woke up to like at least 4 inches
So
of
much snow.
Tomorrow, 1 week after I woke up to 4 inches of snow, it could reach 80 degrees.
Yeah, near 80s.
Make it make sense. Explain it to me. So anyways, so spring has apparently sprung.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Let's see how long it lasts. You spit your drink out.
Or it's the end of the world.
Yeah, that's honestly a high possibility.
Right.
So I am looking forward to it. I feel like warm weather could heal a lot of my issues right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to do some yard work as I always do. I'm trying to do like a few spring cleaning tasks every weekend instead of what I normally try to do, which is spring clean my entire apartment and outside of my apartment and car all in like one weekend and then get stressed that I got nothing else done.
Yeah.
This time I'm breaking it into chunks. Love
Okay.
that for me. So I'm excited about that. I might take the kayak out for the first time this weekend.
Yeah.
So like, let's go. Let's go.
That's exciting.
What about you?
Yeah. I bought flowers like yesterday.
Heck yeah.
Because Jamie was so cute. So my neighbor has like gorgeous flowers around her property. So we live in townhouses. So I'm in like a middle one and then she's on an end one, and around like the end of her house, she's got flowers planted all along like in the mulch, and it's really pretty. And Jamie took his little kid watering can and was like watering her flowers. Cute. It was so cute. So I was like, should we get our own flowers? And he was like, yes. So I got a little hanging basket, and that's by our front door. And I want to get more. And soon I'll get more flowers because I like to have those on my deck railing in the back. So I'm really excited to do all of that. And yeah.
Also, so we record here at Fuel America. And I don't know if they're doing it. We should find out. But usually during like the spring and summer, they have the like farmers market out on the cobblestone that you and I have been to before together. Yes. We got fresh flowers.
It's one of the first times we met.
One of the first times we hung out. True story was here like 4 years ago or something ridiculous.
Yep.
Oh my God, so crazy. So there's that. So I don't know if they're still doing that, but I do know that Fuel has the I think they call it like coffee and cars. Mm-hmm. It's like a car show, like you know, the fancy looking cars out on the cobblestone and stuff, and obviously grab some coffee and walk around and enjoy it. And I think they have like live music and, you know, other things going on. So it's like fun. It's so cute, this little area right here.
I love it.
But there's a new farmers market. Have you heard of this?
No.
Market on Brussels. So last year they did market on Exchange Street, which is like downtown. And it was just that one street, and it was just like one day or one weekend. It was like Columbus Day weekend or Indigenous Peoples Day weekend, like October-ish.
Sure.
And I think it went well, but it was only that one day. This year, they're doing it the whole season. So it says May 18th through October 26th.
Fun.
Every Sunday.
Yeah.
So fresh, locally sourced food. It's on Brussels Street, which is right, I think it's like right adjacent to Exchange. So like, again, downtown Worcester.
Yeah.
But I was seeing there's all these like really cool vendors. So I'm like excited. We're going to have to pop down there.
I love farmers markets. It's so fun.
I'm like looking at all the things they have. I saw so many good ones.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, so it starts May 18th.
That's exciting. I've also, so since we had one of our most recent guests on, Sam from Sam Stems,
Yep.
I've been trying to keep fresh flowers
Mhm.
on my mantle. And my favorite place to get fresh flowers is from farmers markets because
Yeah.
they just have like the best selection usually.
Yeah.
So yeah, that will be good for my new hobby of trying to keep fresh flowers on my mantle.
So let's go, spring.
Yeah.
Please don't go away now that we've talked about you.
I know.
All right. Should we bring in our guest?
Yes, let's
All
do
right.
it. Hey ladies, are you looking to grow your own local girl gang?
The Young Professional Women's Association has been named Worcester Region's Best Young Professionals Network for 7 years now.
YPWA offers countless social and professional opportunities to engage and empower local ladies like you and me.
Right now, Girls Just Wanna listeners can get discounted access to YPWA's annual membership.
Go to ypwaworcester.com and enter code podcast2025 at checkout to receive $20 off their annual membership. Again, that promo code is podcast2025. We hope to see you soon at YPWA events.
Welcome to the show, Tonya Peters
Thank
of
you.
Force Defense
And fitness.
and Fitness.
Yes.
Okay. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
I
Thanks
almost
for
messed
having
up
me.
the business name, but we're here.
That's okay. That's
We're
okay.
here.
We're
Absolutely.
excited to see you again.
Again,
Yes,
we
thank
recently
you.
saw you. We had a self-defense class with the Young Professional Women's Association of Worcester and with I Love Kickboxing in West Boylston. So we were
Mhm.
there on a Saturday afternoon. That was so much fun, but also like so empowering and important. So that was great. You hosted it. You brought your whole team, which is
I
like
have
an
a
army
phenomenal
of people.
team. Absolutely.
I thought it was just going to be you and maybe like a couple other people. We walked in.
It was so
Everybody's all
fun.
uniformed. It was great.
I have a great team. I
You're so
truly
lucky,
do.
huh?
Honestly, I'm truly blessed.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Truly blessed.
Okay, well, tell everybody who doesn't know about Force Defense and Fitness.
So, Force Defense and Fitness is my home.
Okay.
there's no other. It's my happy place. It's my home. I started the business, oh goodness, about 7 years ago. Looking for a place. I always loved martial arts, but I never liked I respect the traditional martial arts, but I have the attention span of a gnat. So I couldn't, to do forms and
Right.
katas, I just never could get into it. I got into Muay Thai and I loved it because it's a great sport. It was fast paced and always something new and a great workout. But I wasn't never going to get into the cage. Like I was a single mom of 3 kids for the most part.
Yeah.
That wasn't my interest. I wanted to get a good workout. And then I found Krav Maga, and it's self-defense, straightforward, practical street self-defense. Fell in love, and I've been a practitioner ever since.
Yeah.
And so your studio is in Holden,
It is.
but you do classes there for
We do.
fitness and for self-defense.
So we do fitness kickboxing there,
Okay, yeah.
which is a great either intro into our self-defense classes. It's a standalone class, or it's an intro into, so you get some striking and feel a little bit more comfortable before you try the Krav Maga classes.
Okay.
Some people can be intimidated by a self-defense class. They're like, oh no, I don't, it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is straightforward. It's fun. And I love the confidence that it gives people,
Yeah.
especially as a woman. Our
Yeah.
classes are for men and women.
Yeah.
But especially as a smaller female, to know that you can do something is truly empowering.
Yeah.
It allows you to walk with confidence.
Yeah.
And just be able to know that I may not be able to defend myself against every situation in every scenario, but I'm going to put up one hell of a fight.
Yeah. Which is the most important part.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's not about getting the right form, the right technique necessarily. It's like you gotta have the confidence, the willpower to just stand up for yourself and do something.
What I love about what we teach is it works with body mechanics.
Right.
Because the person that is, and honestly, the person that's attacking you thinks they're bigger, stronger, faster than you are. So we have to use body mechanics and every cheat that there is to go home safe.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's truly the goal at the end of the day, is for all of the students and everyone to go home safe to their loved ones.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And people can say like, oh, if I were ever in that situation, I would do this, 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 and this.
Yeah.
But your brain is going to freeze if you're in that situation.
It truly is.
Yeah.
We've actually done workshops with our students where we hire a box truck. We rent a box truck, we pad it out, and we have someone with one of the big suits, and they volunteer to walk with me, and we'll walk past they know what's coming. They know when they get to the end, someone's going to try to grab them.
Yeah.
Nobody makes a sound. Nobody does what they think they're going to do. They're
Right. Yeah.
Right.
So you freeze. So part of what we do is putting you in uncomfortable situations so that you've already kind of mapped that out. You're comfortable in uncomfortable situations. So when you get to that panic freeze mode, you can still think through things and you don't just freeze and not be able to do anything.
Right.
So you're able to, I've been here before and be able to react.
Yeah. So it's like getting comfortable with the uncomfortable.
Yep. And shortening that gap in between recognition and reaction. So recognizing what's going on, what's actually happening. Because you're going to take that, you're going to take that oh shit moment, like that panic, and then to try to figure out what to do in the process. So we're trying to shorten that gap in between.
And I loved that about the self-defense class that we recently took with you. At the beginning, you were like, listen, here's what we're going to do today. And some of it might be uncomfortable and some of it is going to feel new and weird and unfamiliar and whatever. But at the end of the day, I'm here to help everybody just make sure that you go home safe to your family. Like that's everybody's goal. I'm not here to teach you how to street fight and put up some sort of whatever facade. Like it's literally just about, I'm going to make it out of any shitty situation I get into by chance through no fault of my own and just get home to my family.
And that's something that, at the end of the day, so we teach classes at our studio 6 days a week. And then we actually travel around the state teaching self-defense workshops for anything from corporations to, we did one for the Girl Scouts a while ago. We go into businesses, we go into, so they do things for employees, they do things for the community. We love putting that out there. We work a lot with a bunch of, I work a lot with law enforcement. And throughout the different towns, we've done 14 different towns locally that we've had self-defense workshops through the police departments. We work with the Worcester County Sheriff's Department. We work with the Vanessa Marcotte Foundation a lot. So we try to get that out there. We truly do. And like I said, I'm truly blessed with the team that I have because we truly do believe that the safer we make our community, the safer we are in return. So we want to put this out there to as many people as will listen. We're working into getting into the colleges and universities. So we've done workshops at we just did one at Assumption University.
Nice.
We've done it at Nichols. We've done it at Worcester State, Fitchburg State. So we're really trying to get out there and just spread the word. Spread the word.
I took my first self-defense class when I was about 14. Because my sister and her best friend were getting ready to go off to college. My best friend's mom found through our town's police department some courses, and it stuck with me, in my little 14-year-old mind. And then I've been seeking them out whenever so I've taken it a few times. Yours was the third one that I've taken.
Awesome.
And they've all been so different. Just as helpful, every single one, but taught by different people and different styles. And
absolutely. And that's, I come into a workshop and you're not going to learn every technique and how to perfect everything in a 2-hour workshop. We're just not. But it's more of giving you a few techniques, a few tools that you can put in that tool belt, and hopefully you never need to use them, but they're there if you need them. And it's more giving you that mindset. Because I truly believe you're the only one that is with you 24/7. So you are in charge of your own safety. And I say that in the workshops because especially as women, we're taught to play nice. We're taught to, not make waves, and we're taught to, but at the end of the day, I'm going home to my kids. I'm going home to my kids. I have to make that decision before anything happens. And I've literally had women, and it gives me chills because I've literally had women at the end of these workshops come up and say, thank you for giving me permission to defend myself. What? That was a complete total shocker to me. What do you mean? You needed permission to no,
Yeah.
like you are in charge of your safety.
Yeah.
And we, like I said, I work a lot with law enforcement, and they will tell you, and I say this in my workshops, when seconds count, the police are minutes away.
Yeah.
And that's not to scare people, but
Right.
it's your cell phone isn't going to save you in those few seconds
Yeah.
of that first attack.
Right.
You have to be able to think and use your mind and have that mindset that I'm going to do whatever it takes to go home to my loved ones.
Mhm.
You know, there is no fair fight.
I know you mentioned that you loved martial arts and that's how you got into the business. Was there a particular moment or a particular instance, or was it merely, you know, just having kids, being a mom, that made you decide to incorporate self-defense into your studio?
It was the mom in me.
Yeah.
Because I'm traveling. I love to travel. I traveled with 3 kids.
Yeah.
So, you know, I took 3 kids over to Africa. So we traveled.
Right.
And it's something humbling as a mom to want to protect your children.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't just for me. I needed to know how to protect my kids.
Yeah.
And a big portion of that, and something that, you know, I take away from my training, is situational awareness.
Mhm.
Just being aware of your surroundings.
Yeah.
These days we're so locked into our phones,
Totally.
and we're so,
Yeah.
Guilty.
you know, we all are.
Yeah.
We all are. And I'm guilty of it too. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not, you get
You're
stuck
like, I'm
into,
not perfect.
I'm not perfect at all. You know, I'm not at all.
Totally.
But so I hope that I catch myself a little sooner
Right.
Yeah.
and pick my head up and kind of look around.
Uh-huh.
Right.
So that's kind of what I'm trying to instill.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to make people afraid to go out into the world.
Right.
I just want you to be a little bit more aware of
Yeah.
what's going on, because the best way to avoid any type of altercation is just don't be there.
Mhm.
Right.
You know, if your gut tells you something's wrong or something's off, or you see something going on that you're like,
Cross the street.
Jet,
Go the other
like,
way.
get out of there.
Yeah.
You know,
Totally.
Nike defense, just run.
Yeah.
Like, just get out of there.
Mhm.
That's, you know, the best way to avoid that is to just not be there.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would be like one, if you could give one self-defense tip, takeaway, without even someone having to take a class and learn certain techniques?
Yep.
Would your first tip be along those lines of just be aware?
Be aware.
That's
Absolutely.
like the biggest takeaway anyone could ever get.
Absolutely. The best situation is just be aware of your surroundings.
Mhm.
Know what's going on around you so that you can react.
Mhm.
You know, and have a plan.
Yeah.
Have a plan. You walk into a new building. I walked into this lovely cafe, and it was a new building to me. So I just kind of look around and see where the exits are, and you know what the vibe is and what's going on, so you can recognize if that vibe changes real quick, or
Yeah.
what's going on, or
Yeah.
if I need to get out of there, it may not be the door that I came in.
Yeah.
You know, so just little things like that of just being aware of your surroundings.
Okay, so I want to switch gears a little and talk about the martial arts component, because I know you said you have fitness kickboxing classes, Krav Maga classes.
Yep.
Muay Thai, no, yes.
BJJ.
Which
So,
is?
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Oh, okay.
So
So what's the difference between all these things?
Absolutely. So we actually contract with Squared BJJ,
Okay.
and phenomenal instructor Gabriel Gonzaga. He's a 2-time world champion in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Mm.
So yeah, absolutely.
So official.
Oh, very official. Don't. This is a
Don't
lot.
mess with it.
This is, you know, you walk into that building and it's like, ooh, okay, you know, we're very understated. Like, people don't expect me to be a secondary black belt in Krav Maga. And that's what I love. Like, underestimate me, because that's
Yeah, because I'll
you know,
kick your ass.
I'm never walking around like
right.
No,
But
no,
right.
me.
but I'm ready.
You're
But
like,
I'm
I'll
ready.
stay ready.
I'm ready. So yeah, so we offer fitness kickboxing, which is just a great cardio workout. You know,
Yeah.
it's fun. It's a great cardio workout. It gives you that empowerment. We have a contract with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which is a lot of groundwork, submissions. It is a sport, so it is a martial art, but it's a lot of groundwork and submission, and it's awesome to know a stand-up piece and ground. So just very well rounded. We have Krav Maga, which was actually designed for the Israeli military. And what I love about it is it took all the pieces of traditional martial arts, figured out what worked practically straightforward street self-defense. Battle tested, and it works with your body's natural instinct, and it works with body mechanics. So you can teach it to people that are, very athletic, to your average soccer mom, which is what I'm an average soccer mom. Like that's what, and you can learn it very quickly. So when you come into class, day one, you're learning self-defense techniques.
Yeah.
You're learning mindset. You're learning, in a fun environment. Because we talk about some serious subjects and some uncomfortable subjects.
It can get dark real quick.
It can.
Which is why I also love your personality, and your staff is so fun and so friendly.
Right.
They were great.
Making us laugh
Oh, yeah.
about very serious things.
And absolutely, if it's not fun, nobody's going to do it.
Yeah. Right.
And
your goal is to get more people to do it and be aware of it and know what's happening. And
it also put us in a safe space too.
Yeah.
To feel like we could do that with you.
Because we're there for our students.
Yeah.
We want you to succeed. We want you to go home safe to your family.
Right.
Because ultimately, we call it the force family. Because you truly are. Like you're getting up close with people. You become family real quick.
Right.
Hey, I'm
grabbing people's shoulders. I'm kneeing into them.
That's it. Like, hey, I'm gonna choke you today. And they're smiling while they're doing it because you're in a comfortable situation.
Right.
And unfortunately, some of the women that come to us, they've already been assaulted, or they've already had some sort of something in the past.
Yeah.
So we have to help work through that, and get them so that they're comfortable and able to work through that, and just to see them progress and the empowerment and the mindset change that they get is incredible.
Yeah.
It's absolutely incredible.
Awesome.
So I absolutely love what we do.
Yeah.
Good.
So,
I'm so glad to hear that.
Yeah.
So for people who have watched this, listened, or whatever, they're convinced either they want to try, whether they want to try a fitness kickboxing class, or they're like, hey, my organization needs self-defense training. How could they get in touch with you, find you online?
Yep. So we have a website, forcedefenseandfitness.com. We're on Facebook and Instagram and all the
stuff.
all the socials.
Yeah.
And they can reach out to us there and either book a class. We usually have a 3-class trial.
Yeah.
So it's $20. It gets them in, gives them a set of boxing gloves, and gets them in. They can take 3 classes of their choice.
Okay.
So kind of see what fits them.
Yeah.
And there's no long-term contracts. Like, we want people to want to be there.
Yeah.
So it makes them feel comfortable before they have to, before they sign up for a membership. They can come in and make sure it's a good fit for them.
Yeah.
Totally.
So we really do have a great bunch of people. There's no attitudes and egos, and it's your average person, like that just wants to have a little bit of fun, get a good workout in, and go home safe.
Yeah. Definitely.
So yeah.
We also like to end every episode by giving our guests the opportunity to shout out another woman in business, woman-owned business.
Absolutely.
Do you have people in mind, people you work with?
I do. One of my dear friends, Miss Kristen During, she is a massage therapist that has a room at Force Defense and Fitness.
Oh, cool.
So she's coming into our studio, and you can book either directly through her or through Force Defense and Fitness.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
So she's
very nice.
Yeah,
Get a workout in.
I know.
Get a
I was like, what a
massage.
great day.
We're really, we have yoga on Saturdays.
Cool.
So we really are looking to add that fitness piece to it.
Yeah.
To make it, a full training complex, a full,
Yeah.
And
massage therapy is so helpful when you're working those muscles. Oh my gosh.
Especially the older I get, the recovery piece is huge.
Yeah.
So that yoga piece, it's just that stretching, relaxing, empowerment.
When I don't stretch after a workout, now the
feel
next
it.
day I'm like, shoot.
You feel it. Like,
know.
oh, there it is. Absolutely. So
Yeah.
that recovery piece is key to ongoing, being able to ongo
Come
training.
back. Yeah.
Absolutely. So we have classes from Little Dragons starting at age 5.
So cute.
So I think we have several members, close to 70 at this point. So we're just really trying to make it a family affair.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much
Well,
for
thank you
coming
for
in, Tonya.
thank you for having us.
It's good to see you
Yeah.
again.
Thank you for
We'll
having
have to
me.
come by the
and
studio sometime.
absolutely, come play.
Take some more
Yeah.
classes.
Come play.
Yeah.
It really is. It's addictive. I warn
I love
people.
to listen. I love to hit and kick stuff, so you know I'm there.
We call it punch therapy.
Yeah.
I like
it
that.
really is. I'm a much better person when I get to do that there.
That's what she told me when we first met.
Yeah.
Like, you want Dominique punching
Yeah.
bags instead
Yes.
of people.
Like
Yeah.
I do it for me, but it's for you too.
Yeah.
Well, that's,
You're welcome.
my kids would notice when they're like, you haven't been to class in a while, Mom. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, what? How do you know? How do you know?
Absolutely. They know.
No, it truly is. It's a lifestyle.
Mhm.
And what you get that accountability piece, you get that family atmosphere. So it's just really supportive, non-judgmental.
Yeah.
We're just there to lift each other up and
Yeah.
and go home safe.
Love it.
Well,
Thank
thank you
you
for
again
having
so
me.
much.
And absolutely,
Yeah.
come play.
It's been
Yeah.
a treat.
Yes.
All right. We'll see you.
Thank you.
Want to show your love for all the local ladies in business? Girls Just Want a Podcast merch is now available on Etsy.
From stickers to mugs and hats to tumblers, you can rep your favorite gal gang wherever you go.
Your purchase helps us continue to rent studio space, upgrade our recording equipment, and pay for editing software.
Find Girls Just Want a merch on Katrina and Create's Etsy shop. Link is in the show notes.
We are back with Heart It or Hate It.
Heart it or hate it. Okay, you go first this time.
Okay, my first one. Heart It or Hate It. Clapping when the plane lands. What's it gonna be?
I don't know. I don't know anymore.
So, okay, that's funny because
Obviously, if you would ask me a year ago, I would have said hate it.
that's
And
what I was
now-
thinking. Now it is an accomplishment.
Now
honestly.
it's like, and that's not even funny. Like we're laughing about it, haha, but like it's not funny.
Yeah.
Like I am scared.
So
to
I
travel.
have not been on a plane in years, actually. It's like since the pandemic, I stopped traveling. Not because I don't want to travel, because I am poor. But
Well, you have a child as
Yes,
well, so
yes.
that makes it a little bit more difficult.
but yeah, I used to be like, oh my gosh, like lame, people are clapping because the plane is landing. But
yeah,
like
it's
honestly,
it was a bit excessive.
yeah,
Now I'm like, oh, I'm just thankful that we've landed. So
yes.
I haven't been on a plane since. I mean, I say also, but no, it literally last year,
yeah.
May of last year. So it's been almost a year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm supposed to be planning a trip to Seattle this like spring/summer with my friend, and I'm honestly like, A, I'm poor. If you missed our last episode about me owing money to the IRS,
Spoiler alert.
but B, I'm scarred.
Yeah.
I'm scarred.
You're a little bit scared.
So I don't know. I'm gonna go. You see me thinking. I guess I'm still gonna go hate it.
I'm gonna go hate it.
Because I also feel like if I was a pilot and people were clapping, that I did the most like basic function of
That's
my
what
job,
I was
which
gonna
is land
say.
the
The pilots are probably like, I don't need your pity.
yeah, like I can do my job. Which granted, like I'm not saying that their job is easy. I'm just saying
Right.
like that is a basic function of their job. So
Right.
I'd be like offended.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'll go hate it because I'm not gonna do it. I don't think.
Yeah, I hate it, but I am no longer judging of people.
Yeah,
who clap.
like you're like, you know what? I get it.
Yeah.
Okay, hard it or hate it. Like razorless shaving lotion, like Nair,
Oh yeah.
or I think Veet was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
That you just put it like on your legs and it just burns your skin off. And then...
I've never used one.
Really?
I'm gonna say hate it because the idea of it scares me.
Okay, I have used them.
Okay. Does it work?
Oh, it works.
Okay. Do you have to be careful not to touch your head?
You have to be careful not to touch anything. It's like a chemical. So I haven't used it in a little while, but I
Mhm.
will like sometimes if I have to go buy shaving cream,
Yeah.
shave gel or whatever.
Yeah.
And the thing is right there, sometimes I'm just like, maybe I'll just get this, the Nair or
Yeah.
whatever. It works.
Okay.
It's like a little bit of a hassle, but also like shaving your legs is a hassle. So
Oh, yeah.
I go back and forth. I guess I'm gonna go heart it because I do sometimes just prefer to not actually have to shave and like miss a spot.
Yeah. I hate shaving. I wish that I didn't like having bare legs. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
If I could deal with the sensation of me wearing shorts and as I'm walking,
without the wind
blowing through the little hairs on my leg, if that didn't bug me, I would not shave my legs.
Yeah,
because who am I really doing it for? Me.
right. I hate shaving my legs. I hate it. So you will see me fuzzy every once in a while in the summer.
But then the sensation
yeah,
of the wind, that really bugs me.
yeah.
Or like I'm in bed at night and I can feel it up against my sheets. It's like,
And I never shave
so
my
gross.
upper legs because
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it's
You're
just
like,
like white
nah.
hair. It's translucent, but you can see that in the sun.
Yeah. I'm gonna go hard it on the razorless, like the Nair and stuff, because it's nice to switch it up every once in a while. But I will say you have to like, especially because I have sensitive skin, you have to obey you're supposed to leave it on for like 8 to 10 minutes or whatever. Like don't leave it on for like 20 minutes. It'll hurt.
Yikes.
So anyways, I'm gonna go hard it, but like it do be rough sometimes.
I think I'm scared of it. Yeah.
Okay.
My turn?
Yeah.
Okay, hard it or hate it. Unplugged like weekends or vacations or like just a day to like not check social media, not use like the apps on your phones.
I've never like done it
Yeah.
intentionally.
Yeah.
I think there have been times when I go to the beach for a day with my family and I accidentally left my phone at home.
Oh,
Like I left
okay.
I also left my entire beach bag at home, so that was not fun. Like I had my bag packed.
Yeah.
And we like loaded up the car with like beach chairs and cooler and whatever.
Yeah.
And then we got in and drove away. And then we got halfway there and I was like, where's my phone? And I was like, wait, where's my bag? So I didn't have a book, I didn't have a hat, I didn't have a sunscreen. So I was like, damn. So like I've unintentionally done it, but I've never intentionally been like, oh, you know what? I need a break. And then I'm not gonna look.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I've done it.
I don't know.
I'll say hard it. If I'm like taking a week off from work, I have before because for my full-time job, I work in marketing. I have deleted the apps from my phone because it's so hard. Like it's such like muscle memory that you just like
switch over
wake up and you open it up. Yeah. So I delete them off of my phone and then I can't be tempted into like, oh, I'll just check really quick. And then like, and I like it. I think it's a good way to kind of like reset and just take a break because I do let social media like get to me often. So I haven't done it in a long time, actually. Maybe I should do it again soon. But yeah.
I feel like hard it for other people. Like I'm glad that you can do that. I don't know if it's like necessary for me. Like I don't really feel compelled to do it, but that doesn't really mean I hate it either.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I'll go hate it because I feel like if I say hard it, I'm a fraud because I haven't done it.
Okay.
So I'll go hate it,
Yeah.
but not that I actually hate it, just that I haven't done it. So like,
yeah,
you know.
that's fair.
Okay. My final one, hard it or hate it, Wendy's Frosties.
Hard it.
Oh my, hard it.
Yeah.
They just had, and I had it, a Girl Scout Thin Mint cookie Frosty.
I don't think I'd like that, but
You don't
love
like,
that for you.
You don't like Thin Mints?
No, I like Thin Mints, but I don't really like minty ice cream.
So it was like you either get the vanilla or the chocolate Frosty base.
Yeah.
And then they swirl in this Thin Mint cookie crumble.
Gotcha.
It was like a fudge sauce, but with cookie crumbles.
Gotcha. That sounds good.
It was so good.
So I do really only get the vanilla Frosty.
Okay.
I'm not a chocolate girly with my ice cream.
Okay, now let me give you this.
Okay.
So now, after they just did the Thin Mint cookie Frosty, which was delicious, they have announced new Frosty concoctions.
Oh.
So they're doing this swirl thing now. So they're doing like a salted caramel swirl.
Yeah.
I think brownie batter swirl.
Okay.
And then one more, which might have been like strawberry or something.
Yep.
There were 3 different swirls. And I heard the brownie batter one is really good. So I'm like, so again, you can choose the base of like chocolate or vanilla, and then they'll swirl in the swirl.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need to go try that now too.
That sounds good. I still think I would just get my vanilla.
Really? You wouldn't even be like, oh, vanilla, but like add in a little caramel swirl.
No. The only thing I would add in would be Oreo.
Oh. Well, so then they said, so listen.
You're like, don't worry.
Wendy's is up and coming. No, I'm just kidding. I have no idea. But so they just announced these 3 new swirls, and then they said next month they're going to roll out 3 toppings.
Okay.
To go with the swirls. So for like, I think there was like brownie pieces or cookie pieces and Pop-Tart pieces for the strawberry one.
Okay. Yeah.
And I was like, okay, interesting, mixing it up a little. You know, the ice cream queen can't resist.
I mean, I think it's great.
Heart it.
Love myself a Frosty and dipping my French fries in it.
Iconic. Okay, that is it for Heart It or Hate It.
That's it.
Thanks for joining us. You should play along on the Heart It or Hate It stories on our Instagram. And we will see you next week.
Later, ladies.